Previously. Can I say that again? Previously on The Ford Show.
Teresa Fisher. She longed for a leg up in love. So the model shelled out more than $162,000 on Frankenstein leg lengthening surgeries to become more attractive to her now ex-husband. He said, if you do this for me, I will always love you and carry you in my arms. Fisher, she's 32. She's a reality star from Hamburg, Germany. Told her 150,000 followers on Instagram in a photo series captioned on Sunday. The images feature the formerly 5'5" blonde who's undergone several leg stretching operations since 2016, adding 5.5 inches to her physique. I wish I could add 5.5 inches. This is The Ford Show. It is July 5. That means yesterday was July 4, baby. Fuck yeah! Freedom is the only way, yeah. Terrorists, your game is through. 'Cause now you have to answer to America. Fuck yeah! So lick my blood and suck on my bones, America. Fuck yeah! What you gonna do when we come for you now? It's the dream that we all share. It's the hope for Vegas, I can't hear you.
Come on, Vegas. I don't sing, man. I'm letting them sing.
Fuck yeah! Fuck yeah! Fuck yeah! Fuck yeah! Fuck yeah! Rock and roll! Fuck yeah! Internet! Fuck yeah! Slavery! Fuck yeah! Fuck yeah!
Oh, yeah, baby.
Whoa.
Woo! America.
Joey Vegas, you weren't moving at all on that.
No.
No. Shit.
Disney World! Fuck yeah! Porno! Fuck yeah!
Oh, come on, guys.
Fuck yeah! Reebok! Fuck yeah! Fake tits! Fuck yeah! Sushi! Fuck yeah! Taco Bell! Fuck yeah! Rodeo! Fuck yeah! Bath and Beyond! Fuck yeah! Liberty! Fuck yeah! White Slip! Fuck yeah! The Alamo! Fuck yeah! Band-Aid! Fuck yeah! Las Vegas! Fuck yeah! Fuck yeah! Fuck yeah! Fuck yeah! Fuck yeah! Popeye! Fuck yeah! Democrat! Fuck yeah! Republicans! Fuck yeah! Sportsmanship! Books!
Yeah! Woo!
Fucking rape.
Yeah, America. Fuck yeah, America.
Oh, yeah, it's a Trump rally right there, boys.
Well, you can't even be pro-America anymore, I'll tell you that much. Hey, we want to hear about your 4th of July.
Call Ford now.
855-499-FORD.
That's right, give us a call.
Hello, can you hear me?
We're taking your calls all over America. 855-499-FORD. Big show tonight. Raging Rob's here with his music.
Fucking rape.
Hell yeah, fucking rage.
Fucking rape.
I will play the prank call from that I was supposed to do last week that we ran out of time. Bikers for Gays, even though it's not Pride Month anymore. It happened last month, so it's going to count.
Blown up a little bit?
I'm blown up.
Man, you got to work out a little bit there, buddy. You're just dancing in a chair and you're sucking for air, bro. You're like the
Joey Vegas is going to pass out.
Joe
I'm
Biden.
not passing out. You might pass out.
No,
yeah.
you're going to pass out because I'm sucking all the oxygen out of the room.
I know. It's already 100 degrees in this room.
Last week on this podcast, we watched, I guess it's not even a podcast anymore, really. I mean, it is, but it isn't. It's a live show, more so than it is a podcast now. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching live. We're live right now on YouTube, Rumble, Twitter.
That's the Royal Rumble.
That's right. We are live in 3 spots right now. Thank you very much. I am working on a free option for TuneIn, but right now it is just YouTube, Rumble, and X. We're live on X.
Did you know because you swear, we are non-monetizable on YouTube, so we might as well not even go live on YouTube. Just can't make any money. And really, this is all about making money. If I can't make money, it's not worth it.
Yeah, but you don't monetize until you have X amount of you have to have an exuberant amount of followers, subscribers, listeners, views, and all that. But by then, if you get that big and you can monetize, I think you're just going to have sponsors anyway. So I'm not too worried about it. And
Is that true?
Yeah, I think so.
If you swear? No, if you swear?
Yeah, they said YouTube changed the policy. If you say fuck, shit, damn, or any other F-bombs or N-bombs, or any other
cocksucker,
thing, yep.
cocksucker,
my.
motherfucker.
Yep, you do
Probably
that.
any
They
racial
immediately
slurs.
demonetize the video.
So what if I could dump it.
No, it doesn't matter. They don't want any of that bullshit.
You can't censor you can't beep out the swears?
Can't do nothing. They don't want it.
Oh.
Sorry, except if you're a celebrity, then you can swear on YouTube. But if you're not, they don't want you.
Well, you're here, so we can swear because you're a celebrity.
I mean, I'm a D-list celebrity. You are correct on that.
So I'm wearing my Hawk Tua hat.
Yeah, that
see
you
that.
spent money on. It doesn't even go to her because it was totally fake.
What do you mean? It's not fake.
She just came out the other day and
She's
said,
pictured with the guy.
Yeah,
What are you talking about?
yeah,
It's fake.
she says none of this merch is real.
That's
She's
not
like
true.
it was an
She
AI
signed
picture.
it. She signed him.
Nope, you're a liar.
I'm
No,
not
it's-
the liar.
Somebody's lying to you.
It's July 5th today,
Yeah, it's July
and that
5th.
means we're exactly 4 months away from the presidential election. And
Yeah.
guys, real quick, I just want to just spitfire something at you real quick before we get started here. Joey Vegas, I'm going to start with you, and I'm going to ask you right now, this minute, 4 months from today, what happens? I'm not going to ask you who's the president. I'm not asking you who's running. What happens 4 months from today? If you had to put your best guess out there, what happens?
Right. Madness is jumping the line here because I wanted to start with that.
Well, see, that's why you need to give us the
But
rundown because
wanted
if I
to-
knew
you
what the
just need
fuck
to
we
let-
were talking about.
Yeah, you need to let me guide it. You let me guide it, I'll guide you right to it. So listen, last week on this show, we discussed and we watched the presidential debate. And I came to the conclusion that American politics is in a lot of trouble. Okay? Not only is it in a lot of trouble, but it's very old. These two men are very old. American politics needs to get younger, Madness. I think
They're not
that
old. They're not old, dude. They're dead. And they're AI. And this is a test. And it has been.
Well, listen. These guys up there arguing about who's got the lowest golf handicap just blows my mind.
It really does. If I had to be
Blows
serious,
my
if I had to actually be serious about it, it's actually alarming to me that the biggest seat in the world, because it is, because the president of the United States is the leader of the free world, is actually being by two old men, one of which can't speak even a coherent sentence if he tried, and hasn't been able to since he's even run for this shit. And they're talking about golf scores. I mean, I don't give a shit. People are out there fucking piling on debt, working overtime, working 2-3 jobs just to get by and still stay in debt. And you got these two ass fucks out there just talking like this. Like, this is insulting. Like, the fact that we're even divided over this, the fact we're even picking sides right now from this is embarrassing. It's embarrassing. It's pathetic. And it's fucking laughable. And we are being laughed at. We're fools for going through this. But we're going to talk about it because it's going to be the number one thing over the next 4 months. Right, guys?
And it's yeah. I mean, the Trump Biden debate was newsworthy, but it was more memes than I feel like than news for sure. And it's a real cluster in America. It is a real cluster, and we have a real problem.
I think it's do you guys think this is Joey Vegas? Do you think this is a farce?
Well, no.
You don't think it's a farce? You don't think this whole thing is fabricated for just a big fucking distraction while they do whatever they want while they just to just fucking run us around this two-party bullshit where we're at each other and they're just doing their own thing and laughing at us, and it's just finding new ways to tax everyone, piss people off, and divide people so we don't come after them for taking 40% of our money throughout the year through all the different little tax loopholes that they've implemented throughout every which way at the state and federal level. You don't think that that's happening? You think this is real with two old fucking men up there talking about golf? You think this is not a farce? Come on. Like, at least I could be wrong. I'll admit that. But at the same time, it's got to be fucking out there.
Well, first of all, they brought up golf one time. It was the best part of the debate. Trump absolutely schooled him. But why not? Why not bring up a golf game? It's funny. It brings levity to the situation. It's comedy at this point in politics, but it's not a farce because Trump at least is coherent. Now, all politicians, we all know none of them have our best interest at heart. Okay? We long ago did we keep voting for people that really actually gave a shit about us, because at the end of the day, they don't. Either side. But we know what Trump is. We know we had the best economy in years. We know we had the most jobs in years. We were energy independent, all this stuff. And Biden has taken it and brought our country to absolute shit. So I don't care which side of the aisle you are on. Do I agree that there should be maybe a third party? Yes, there never will be. But there should be, but they won't be, because people only go libertarian or whatever just to make headlines and, bring it up in November and October, and then then they go away. So it's going to be Republican or Democrat, and you just have to choose which one you assume has the best interest for you at heart.
Well,
and that's really all that matters.
I think it's pretty obvious at this point that you can't. I mean, I don't see it, and I'm not trying to even be biased, but how could you even sniff voting for a Democratic Party right now? I just don't understand this. Like it's got to just be a bunch of ragingly jealous poor people at this point. I don't know.
Well, you're going to have a few things. You're going to have never Trumpers. You're going to have people that are Democrat. You're going to have people in the middle that aren't going to vote for either one of them. You're going to have people in the middle that will vote for Biden. You'll have people in the middle that won't vote for Trump. But the fact remains, as far as I'm concerned, it's a race to the bottom in this country. Vegas. Come on. And being intellectually honest, this is a shit show.
Well, I mean, it's a shit show, but it's a shit show not because of one or both candidates. It's a shit show because the media and everybody's making it a shit show. Well, Biden's a shit show to begin with. Trump is a shit show because he doesn't shut up. But I will say, though, if you take Trump 2020 debates or Trump 2024 debates, Trump looked very, very good. Biden did not. So, I mean, there's that. But there's no way you can vote Democratic. But unfortunately, though, Madness, California, we vote Democrat no matter what. Doesn't matter, because look at Gavin Newsom, the 2028 Democratic nominee. I'm calling it now. Newsom will probably be the nominee. I don't know how he wins. Depends if the Republicans roll anybody out. But we have to deal with this first. And either way, the worst part of it is, no matter who wins, we're stuck with them for 4 years, and then we got to do it all over again. And hopefully, like Ford said, hopefully they're younger.
Yeah, we do have an age problem politically in this country. Now, I know that Trump is a little more coherent than Biden, but Biden proved last week that he can't do this anymore, and neither can my voice.
You just turned into an old man yourself while you were just doing that. You're like, and Biden, you cannot do this anymore.
I know.
He can vote. He can run for president now. He sounds old enough. So
sorry.
Yeah,
it's all right.
Am I back?
He's back.
Am I back?
Vibrant 41-year-old.
Woo! Yeah, America. Fuck yeah.
There was already a Ford. There was already a Ford that was president. So hey, anything's
let's
possible.
make another one. I hope that everyone had a good 4th. You didn't blow off your digits like Jason Pierre-Paul a few years ago when he was playing for the Giants. And it is July 5, 2024. And apparently, right before we were about to go live, a few minutes before we were about to go live, there was a rumor that Joe Biden had a medical emergency in Air Force One, and Vegas, you have a report that did not happen, correct?
Correct. That he landed at, I think it was 8:30, 7:30, somewhere in Delaware. I don't know the exact time. I think it was an hour ago.
All right.
So I think it was 5:30 Pacific, 8:30, and he was in Delaware in his home.
So he's back home.
Yeah.
You know, I read a thing that he has to go to bed by 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
Is that true? He said that?
I don't know if he said that.
I think he said he has to get more sleep. He has to go to bed by 8 p.m. Well,
Yeah.
when you're 88 years old, this is what happens.
Yes. You get up and you do your work for 6 hours, and then you're tired.
I'll tell you this: I'm 41 years old, and I like to be in bed by 8. Doing this podcast is keep me up late.
And we are on a special night here Friday. We're normally on Thursdays. So don't get used to this Friday thing. We moved it a day later because of the July 4 holiday. So, Madness, to answer your question, I also want to say, for the record, that we will be live that night, unless Madness is sleeping. We will be live on election night, and we're going to monitor it and talk about it and discuss it for as late as we can. And we'll be live
there.
like everybody else. What?
I'll be there. I'll be there for sure. I want that one. I'm going to be at there. You know, like you said, clearing up. I wasn't on the last episode, folks. If you do watch this regularly, I have some personal stuff.
We're going to get into that.
But we'll talk later. But anyways, that, and then I'm also excited about, and I'm going to probably jump ahead a little bit, but I'm excited for our July 25th show. Excited to be on that one.
Yeah, you're jumping about an hour ahead.
The Madness show is going real well right now.
But I want to answer the question.
Well,
I think
give me an itinerary.
Donald Trump wins.
What do you say, Joey Vegas?
Is it 5 months from today?
4 months.
4 months.
4 months? Oh, God, yeah.
It'll be here before we know it.
I was just about to say
it
that.
will be. Yeah.
But God,
I think he wins.
I don't. The nominee, or even if it's Harris or Newsom, there's no way right now that Democrats can win.
Guys, will we see what we saw in 2020 where it was like delayed for weeks?
No. I think if it's Trump's going to handle business pretty early. And again, polls are out. Do we believe polls? They were so wrong in 2016. They were wrong last 2020. So do we believe them?
No.
No. But when all of them, and when I say all of them, I mean even the CNNs and the liberal-leaning media outlets,
liberals
have Trump winning by 6 points. It's kind of hard to assume that they could be this wrong. And when BetMGM UK has the odds that minus 200 that Trump is going to win, and the second closest is Kamala Harris winning at plus 450. Even the overseas betting sites have winning.
These are the headlines right now on Drudge Report. The main headline is Biden saying, "I'll drop out if God tells me to."
Well, he might die.
Another headline is Biden downplays debate performance, but can't remember if he watched the replay. Not only am I campaigning, but I'm running the world. Staff miserable, alarmed as pressure builds and builds. CNN Gupta calls for cognitive neurological testing. Allies abroad think it's untenable for him to stay. And Nate Silver says odds only 28% that he can win re-election. So those are the latest headlines on Drudge Report right now.
So I'm looking at Odds Checker. You guys are, you're on point. I mean, right now, Donald Trump's at negative 147. You got Kamala Harris at plus 540 and Joe Biden at plus 880. And then from there,
you could tell Madness does not bet when he says negative 140. It would be called
minus.
You'd say it minus 140.
I stopped with sports betting years ago once I realized it's nonsense. But anyways, and Michelle Obama comes in next at plus 2,000. She's ahead of Newsom at plus 2,900.
Yeah, so there you go. There's the main headlines on Drudge and the latest betting odds, which I follow the betting odds, folks. Okay, if you're wondering, who's gonna win, follow the betting odds, because guess what the betting odds? Guess what they leave out? Bias.
They do, because it's about making money. It's about making money. The odds makers don't care about feelings. The odds makers don't give a shit, and they're pretty fucking on with a lot of shit. They're, as my grandfather used to say, they're the fucking devil, and he used to say that in that voice. He was
just like that.
Yeah, just like that. My grandfather was a bookie, a bartender, his whole life. He grew up through the Depression. And that was what he did. He was a big bettor. He was in on it. He knew his stuff, man. He knew everything. But anyways, go on. We won't talk about my grandfather.
So, Madness,
What's up?
I'll give you back the show.
I'll take it.
Since you were trying to run it earlier, let's.
Well,
give
Joey
it back
Vegas. Joey Vegas doesn't seem to like when I talk.
I think this is just good old co-host ribbon. I think you two are.
I love Joey Vegas.
Co-host.
He's an adorable man. That hat is a nice white, man. Don't sweat too much in that hat. Turn the AC on so he doesn't sweat and put a sweat mark.
Oh,
in that
trust me.
hat.
Trust me. It's the camera.
It's
It
1,000
adds
degrees.
it a lot whiter. Trust me. It ain't that white. Ford gave it to me dirty and charged me $50 for it.
That's so white. That's so bleached white. It might beat up Jesse Smollett later.
By the way,
Wow.
Remember that?
Wow. All right.
Something like that's gonna come into play later today, folks.
I'll give you that one. I'm not going to give you the Fog Glowing Leghorn. I'll give you a good one on that one. So listen, Linda. I'm going to give you back the show, Madness. I know you want it.
Take it.
Guy's got his own podcast. He's got to try to run my live show. So today is the first day, as they say. The old expression goes, today is the first day of the rest of your life. Now let me set the table. As much as I know. As far as I know, Madness was with his first wife. Now we have to say first wife, just in case you get married again. Mm-hmm. So you were with your first wife since what? High school, right?
Yeah, since 2000.
Okay. Since 2000. And today is the first day that you are legally no longer with her. Now that is 24 years.
Not necessarily. This is. It was official on February 1st.
Oh.
And this
is that
is
the separation?
That was the legality. And then the legality was completed at that point.
Okay.
But the last 5 months has been a back and forth figuring out living situation thing.
Okay.
And today would be the first day of recording where I am in my own home.
So it's the first day of the last 24 years that you two are not occupying
as of
same
Sunday.
residence, yeah.
As of Sunday.
So it's just you there.
It's
and
me,
the kids when the kids are there, right?
Me and the kids, and they have 2 friends over right now. So it's me and 4 kids and 2 dogs right now, and I'm doing the show.
And what's it like?
I'm really going to get a taste of that next week because
well, then I guess
the kids.
but
I'll tell you this though. Look, I'll tell you this, and I'm not trying to talk shit and be a dick, but
Please do.
that's how I'm naturally built. You know that, Joey Vegas. You know that's how it's going to come off, no matter what I say. But there's a lot of relief, and it's a clean, good relief. It feels good. This is the first time. I'm not going to lie to you guys. This is the first time I have ever had the household to where I'm the only adult in it. This is the first 3 or 4 days I've been doing that because I lived with my parents up until I got engaged and then moved in and got married and then that whole thing. So this is wild. It's crazy, man. Freedom.
So next week we're going to have her on the show to get her thoughts on what it's like. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh God!
But Joey Vegas.
Can we do that?
Joey Vegas.
That would be
we
great.
could. You know what? She's on Instagram. You know what? Maybe I could
would
make
be
it happen.
great.
What we'll do is we'll do it on a week that Madness isn't here.
Yes.
We'll bring on Mrs. Former Madness.
Yeah, and you can go ahead and do that, but make sure I'm not here.
Oh yeah, you wouldn't be.
You know what? You know what her code name will be for the night, Joey Vegas. Well, her code name will be Gorgeous George.
Oh, I was gonna say Black Widow. But
Well, no, because he's Madness, so we got to tie in some kind of Macho Man reference. So
And
we would
my
call her
current-
Gorgeous George.
My current girlfriend is Miss Madness right now, so we're gonna go with
Same.
that.
There you go. So we'd have to call her Gorgeous George, and we can have her on the show. She could be like, she could spill the tea on the other side of the story. Like, how is it? How happy are you now that you're away from Madness's control?
From my evil death grip. Imagine
No,
living
but
with
Madness, seriously. Obviously, we here at the show wish you nothing but the best in your new life. Today's the first day of your new life.
Hey, it's all right. I'm excited for it. A lot more. It's a lot more. It's in a good position now as opposed to years back. I mean, the unknown. You got to get out of limbo. Everybody, just move out of limbo, take action, do things, and it gets better. That's all you can do. But that's that.
Again, this is the Ford Show. We are live right now. Thank you for everybody that is watching. If you're listening on the podcast, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. You can also call the show. The phone line is open, 855-499-FORD, F-O-R-D, and I'll try to make sure everything works and get you on the air. BuyFordMerch.com is the website if you want to support the show and buy a piece of merchandise. It is BuyFordMerch.com. And a reminder, the Ford Show is coming to you tonight from the MurderMyDebt.com studios. That's MurderMyDebt.com. Head there to find out how you can get out of the hamster wheel of interest that the credit card companies want you to spend the rest of your life running in. That is MurderMyDebt.com. The little logo is in the upper right-hand corner of this screen. If you're watching live on YouTube, Rumble, or on X, don't forget to hit the subscribe button or the follow button. Follow us, subscribe to us. We are trying to get to my goal for the YouTube channel is to get to 500 subs by the end of the year. That's my goal, so help us get there.
Mine's 1,000.
If we get there,
It's a
then
little
can we throw
ambitious.
like a thing of whipped cream in Ford's face?
Wow.
I think
Wait,
Joey
Or
Vegas should
shaving
have
cream?
Joey Vegas. If we get to 1,000 subs, 1,000 by the end of the year,
Yeah.
our first show of 2025.
Yeah.
Will you on air have 10 cans of whipped cream? I want you to consume them all within 10 minutes.
There's no chance.
1,000 subscribers. I want you to consume.
God.
It's whipped cream. It's the lightest food you
10
can fucking come
cans?
with.
I mean, I don't know
10
why it's going to be
cans.
10 cans.
I'm trying to it's 10, 1,000. I'm not gonna have to do 1,000 cans, so I'm gonna
just
do
do
something
one.
realistic.
One can is realistic.
One's boring.
listen.
10 cans. 10
Listen.
cans, and I want you to suck it down like that. I want you to do it in 10 minutes, not throughout the whole show. I want
Listen, if we
all the
get
way.
to 1,000 subs, I will squirt a can of whipped cream into his mouth in my underwear on this show.
Look, dude, I don't know if I want to see this or be a
know
part of
about
this.
that.
I mean, hey man, I'm all for if you're into that kind of stuff, that I support it in private, but I don't want to be on a show where you're doing this kind of crap. But I don't know where you're going to go with this next.
Yeah, we don't want to know.
Oh, okay. I was trying to up the ante. You're trying
Or
to
did,
get to
did
1,000
Joey,
subs.
did Joey Vegas privately message you that? Because
Yes.
that's really what he wants to happen? Because I think that's what just happened here.
I'll
You guys are
post a
leaving
screen
me out. You
grab
guys are
later.
leaving me out in the dark.
Well, only because we can't torture you because you're not here. But if you were
Yeah.
here, we
And-
would torture you.
Yeah, and God forbid, you do that. But
You want me to
you're
fly
the
out?
one- you're the one that didn't buy a hat.
I think for
I
1,000
mean,
subs,
I've showed support for the show.
Okay.
I bought hats.
for
2 of
1,000
them.
subs, he should fly out here, and we should be allowed to torture him in
He
the
should
studio.
do something. I agree.
I
All right,
agree.
if we get 1,000 subs
By the end of the year,
at the end of the year,
yeah.
I will. If Joey Vegas has his 10 cans of whipped cream,
Oh,
if
geez.
that happens,
There's no 10
Here
cans
we
of whipped
go.
cream.
listen. This is what has to happen.
First,
Hey, all right,
first of all,
1,000
do
subs.
you have the
1,000
$80 it's going to cost for the 10 cans of whipped cream? It ain't cheap anymore.
$80
in
for
California.
whipped cream? Yeah, I'll buy the whipped cream. I'll definitely buy the whipped cream. I got to buy a fucking plane ticket. So
I'll buy the whipped cream. Jesus.
okay, you buy the whipped cream.
Thank
I'll
you.
buy. If he does it, okay, 1,000 subs by the end of the year, 10 cans in 10 minutes. Joey Vegas on
Can we
air.
give him an hour?
I was
Can it
gonna
be?
say.
Can we give him the hour show? What,
It'd be funnier
make
to
him
watch-
do it in 10
I
minutes.
mean, I'm gonna be so sick and probably
Yeah.
die from all the air that's in there and all
Dude.
the compressed air that's
Right.
in there.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's
The
the plan here
gases.
because you're
Oh,
gonna
that's the
die.
plan.
You're gonna die by whipped cream live on air. It's never happened before. We're gonna go from 1,000 subs to like a 10 trillion subs, and you're gonna be dead, and I can talk more. It's gonna be wonderful. This is my plan.
Wow. I think he should do one can for the hour.
One
And,
can for the hour. That's
yeah, 'cause you
boring.
can't
I
do
could eat it.
10.
I could have a whole. I'll do that in my sleep. A can. All
Oh,
right,
you
10
do a can? Okay, no, Madness. You just said you could do one
Fine.
can in your sleep.
I'll do a can. All right, fine.
Yeah.
I'll do with the can. If
Yeah.
we get
Are we
500.
huffing these?
I'll do the can.
Okay.
If we
Because
get
you know
to
what's going to happen. We're all going to get addicted.
You're gonna both do one can.
No. I'm gonna do the can if we get to 750. I'll do one can.
Oh, that's good. Okay.
And if we get to 1,000,
Yeah.
and then if I do the can and we get to 1,000,
I'm not doing 10.
you're doing 5 in 15 minutes.
All right, here's Rage.
God damn it.
Here's Rage and Rob.
Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt our program to bring you a special bulletin.
Listen up. It's time for Ragin' Rob's Music Minute.
You do want to be a part of that, don't you?
And after Rage and Rob, we're going to call the Bikers for Gays prank call. Stand by. Rage and Rob.
Happy birthday, America. This is Ragin' Rob's Music Minute. All right, we got some 4th of July stuff going on. God bless America. This is the greatest country. We are the best people in the world. Stay proud in your country. Here we go. Hey, this is my birthday weekend, and I got tickets for the Hatebreed Carcass show in Chicago for my birthday. I'm excited. Hatebreed's one of my favorite live bands. Nobody matches them. I've seen them tons of time. If you get a chance to see Hatebreed, do it. Hey, other than that, there's nothing more American than supporting your local music scene. Buy merch, go to shows, support your favorite bands. Please do it because it's super important. All right, hey, July 4th is also Post Malone's birthday, so happy birthday to Post Malone. On July 4th, 1982, Ozzy Osbourne and Sharon tied the knot. They got married. Also on July 4th, 1995, the Foo Fighters released their first self-titled album. So all those great things have happened on July 4th. But hey, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention songs like God Bless America, which dates back to 1918, but was not released and recorded until 1938. We all know that song. We love it. God Bless America. Hey, my favorite version is actually by Ray Charles. Just beautiful. Check it out. Take a listen if you can. And also, America the Beautiful was released in 1893. Hey, Rage and Rob loves you. God bless America. Happy birthday, America. Everybody enjoy your barbecues, your beers, whatever you're doing. Fuck yeah. Fuck your rage.
It's kind of like your speakers are hanging out with Chris Farley. Welcome back to the Ford Show.
Cities.
Hi, I would like to bring my event, Bikers for Gays, to your biker bar. Can I book that with you?
Okay.
It's Pride Month, so we're trying to we want to raise more awareness for Pride Month, so we were thinking Bikers for Gays, a gay extravaganza.
Oh, that just sounds so gay and happy.
Yes.
Oh, we love gay people. It's actually a gay biker bar. We just let straight people come in here.
Oh, my God. Are you playing with me, girl?
No, honey, I'm not.
Bikers for Gays. Can you see it?
I can see it.
When can we book it?
As soon as possible.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Bikers for Gays.
Bikers for gays for days.
Oh, gays for days.
Yeah, with Z's at the end of it.
Oh, of course. Bikers for Gays.
Cool. We'll figure out a date and get back to me.
All right, I'll see you there.
Thank you.
We now return to the Ford Show.
Rage and Rob, I'd like to wish you a very happy birthday as well. And, Matt,
I have to back up Rage and Rob on Hatebreed over there and Carcass. I should go to that myself and find him.
now, Rage and is that why you asked me in the private chat for a picture of Rage and Rob so you can find?
Yeah, well, I want to know. I've been listening to this guy's Music Minute forever. I don't know what he looks like.
I don't even have a picture. I don't even.
We don't even know what he looks like.
No, I mean, I know what he looks like. Would you like me to describe him so you could draw him out?
I don't think that's going to be very good content here today. Just describe Rage and Rob.
I know what he looks like, but I don't have. I haven't seen Rage and Rob in like 7 or 8 years.
I've seen Hatebreed enough, but he's right. And Carcass is one of the most underrated thrash metal bands that you could see. So
what I'll do is I'll text Rage and Rob and say, "Hey, can you text Madness a selfie? He wants to see your face."
No.
Oh,
just
you asked me for it. I'm trying to
send
give you
it
what
in
you
because
wanted.
we should put his face up on the screen.
So you don't like the Rage and Rob's Music Minute?
Yeah. No, I think it looks great, but I think
I paid good money for this.
No, that looks really good actually. I think you should incorporate his face maybe where the star is.
Yeah, okay.
Wow.
Remember when my edible kicks in, let me know.
I think it's right now.
No, it's not yet.
Oh.
No.
Okay.
He does edibles too much to have a kick in that quick.
All right. I want to show you a video that is, boy, you want to talk about bad luck. And then also Madness has we got to get into this Baltimore AI thing.
You all right over there?
Yeah.
You doing good?
Yeah. I'm good. Are you good?
I mean, I'm perfect.
All right, show you this here. This is a incident that happened at a house. So, Colorado Springs at the end of last month. So I know it's in black and white, but do you see right here? Look at my mouse. For those of you watching live right now, you see my mouse right here. You see this dog?
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't know what it was until you said.
Yeah. So there's Madness. Are you paying attention?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You see this dog right here? He's up at the stove.
Yeah, he's
Right.
cooking some bacon.
Yeah, I thought that was a person making food.
Nope. This is a DOG right here.
Wow.
All right.
Wow.
A Doge.
And watch what happens. He turned it on. And we're about to have a problem on our hands momentarily. And this is why I have cats. And now the house is on fire. The house is on fire.
Did the dog survive this?
The house is on fire.
That must be get the soundbite ready because that must be a hot dog.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, that's a joke, son. Don't you get it?
So,
We need to know if the dog survived because
how about the humans that are in the house?
Who
How about the
cares?
we
humans?
don't know
Nobody
if there's
can-
humans in the house.
You know what's funny? I don't even like dogs very much, but I just hope the dog made it, even though it pretty much did it to itself.
Well, there's another dog in the house too because you'll see when you see the fire, you'll see the one dog.
What are the odds?
There's more than one dog.
I mean,
He's
really,
like he's like I'm out. See ya.
what are the odds?
There must be like a box on there or something.
There's boxes on there. That's what happens. The humans left boxes on the stove, but they're not thinking the dog's going to set the house on fire.
Watch this. Watch this other dog come in here. Or at least I think it's another dog. Could be the same dog. It looked different.
Yeah. How
But
crazy
that
is
fucking I get PTSD for some reason from those beeps.
Replace your battery.
Oh, I had some chirps going on, man. It was awful. Go on.
So here's the deal. Authorities have released a video of a dog starting a house fire by turning on the stove in the middle of the night. The incident happened when a Colorado couple awoke to a high heat alert from their Apple HomePod last week, only to find a fire blazing in the kitchen. Colorado Springs firefighters responded to the fire in the early morning hours of June 26. Investigators discovered the surprising cause of the blaze after reviewing home security footage. The video shows the couple's curious pup inspecting the stove and accidentally turning it on, which ignited some boxes on top. Fortunately, the owners were able to extinguish the flames, and the man was treated for smoke inhalation. The dog died.
Oh,
I'm just kidding. So
I knew he was lying.
everyone survived.
well, first of all, they probably should have died.
Wow.
Okay, because
Whoa.
well, no, I'm not wishing death upon them.
Oh,
but
okay.
obviously their shit's broke because they got awoken by a high heat alert from their Apple HomePod. Don't they have carbon monoxide detectors? The smoke is so thick. There's no, and usually you have a smoke detector right by the kitchen. So do they just sleep through the alarm or what? I mean, the dogs deserve to live, but the people kind of stupid, if you ask me.
I mean, the dog did set the fire.
Yeah, probably because the people are assholes.
Call Ford now.
855-499-FORD.
Hello, can you hear me?
A Baltimore area teacher is accused of using AI to make his boss appear racist. This AI stuff's going to be quite dangerous. A Maryland high school athletic director is facing criminal charges after police say he used artificial intelligence to duplicate the voice of a Pikesville high school principal, Eric Eiswert. leading the community to believe Eisworth was saying racist, anti-Semitic things about teachers and students. We now have conclusive evidence that the recording was not authentic, Baltimore County Police Chief Robert McCullough told reporters during a news conference. It's been determined the recording was generated through the use of artificial intelligence technology. Dazhon Darian, is 31, was arrested on charges of stalking, theft, disruption of school operations, retaliation against a witness after a months-long investigation from the Baltimore County Police Department. Attempts to contact Darian and Eisworth for comment were not successful. The wild headline-making details of this case aside, it emphasizes the serious potential for criminal misuse of artificial intelligence. You should just use AI to cheat on your homework and make pictures of hot chicks in bikinis, apparently. The experts have been warning for some time, said Henry Farrett, a professor at the University of California, Berkeley, a liberal hellhole who specializes in digital forensics. Fareed said he helped analyze the recording for police. Baltimore County Police, who consulted with another analyst and experts at the FBI, their conclusion was that the recording was suspicious and unlikely to be authentic. For just a few dollars, anyone can harness artificial intelligence to make audio and visual deep fakes. The stakes are high, and so am I, but deep fake detection software doesn't always get it right. This Baltimore area case is not a canary in the coal mine. I think the canary has been dead for quite a while, Farid said. It's so particularly poignant here is that this is a Baltimore school principal. This isn't even Taylor Swift. It's not even Joe Biden. It's not Elon Musk. It shows you the vulnerability, how anybody can create this stuff and weaponize against humanity. And we just, if 630, whoever just called in, 630 wants to try it again. My apologies. I missed the call. So, Madness, are you going to use AI to get back at your now ex-wife?
No, I will not. I will only use my own self and words to get back about anything that needs to get back at. I'm worried about his AI stuff for lots of things. I mean, I just worry that it's going to be a problem. And I think like people are going to accuse everyone of being fake, of something happening that didn't. Like I can make an AI one day of just like Joey Vegas, just like robbing a store.
You should. Let's go to 630. 630, you're live. Go ahead.
Hey, what's up, Ford? How are we doing?
You tell me.
Hey, I know this guy. He wants to talk about how much he loves Joe Biden.
Well, let him talk. Go ahead, 630.
No, anybody that is going to be voting for Joe Biden is essentially voting for a corpse. You might as well just watch The Walking Dead, and then one of those spinoffs that they got going on right now. And because we're literally living in The Walking Dead right now.
So 630.
So Ford,
let me ask you this, 630. Let me ask you this.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna set the number at 70 million because Joey Vegas, correct me if I'm wrong, he got 81 million votes 4 years ago,
yes.
right? Okay. So I'm going to set the number at 70 million. 630, do you have it going over or under total votes for Joe Biden in November?
The over under 70 million?
I'm going to set it at 70. Yeah.
Okay, well, because we're a nation of complete fucking idiots, I would say that number would be over. Because number one, you live in a state that's going to be entirely blue in November. Number two, because Inbard wasn't chosen as their pink flamingo, that's going to be an automatic disqualification for you, Ford.
This guy. He called in
number three.
To get vengeance on you for your flamingo contest.
It wasn't my fault.
You rigged it. Go ahead, 630.
Yeah,
Go
totally rigged like the 2020 election.
There we go.
Hey-o. That was a joke, son.
And my girlfriend's a liberal, so it's like, what do you like? You can't. It doesn't matter.
How's that working for you?
Yeah, how does that work?
It's working great. It's fantastic.
Well, how do you get before you continue?
It's absolutely fantastic.
How do you? That's great. I love that. But like, what happens when a political conversation comes up? Do you guys just sort of like stay away from that shit?
We make a point to stay away from it, but whenever the topic does come up, we can debate about it or discuss it jokingly. Because we're both kind of, I would say, we're not far right or far left by any means, but we are definitely leaning middle-wise, and we can definitely joke about it. But she knows I will never vote Biden, and I know she'll never vote for Trump. So it's fine. I mean, it's not something that's discussed at the dinner table, as it shouldn't be. So
good.
It doesn't matter though, because my ex-wife was a raging Republican, and she's a fucking cunt. So.
All right, so 630. But before I let you go, since you just brought that up, do you have any advice that you can give Madness here, who now just got done with his first wife as he moves possibly towards a second as well? Any advice that you could give our very own Madness here?
I would say I highly doubt Madness is in the rush to get married again.
I hope not.
Because to be quite honest for it, I've known Madness since we were in first grade. So
I'm sorry.
I think I know him. I know him pretty well.
You're getting Joey Vegas jealous.
Which is interesting because I think on Spotify, at least, you guys sound eerily similar, and it's weird, just from a voice perspective.
Who?
But anyway,
me and Vegas sound alike, you think?
Very, very close. Oh yeah, very close. At least for me.
Yeah.
Hear that?
Maybe I might need a hearing aid or something, but
Joey Vegas, we're twins.
Joey Vegas, your thoughts?
I am immediately changing. I am doing a voice changer. I'm going to do something here because I cannot sound like Madness in any stretch. That's bad. I might not be back next week. We'll see how.
Good
I'm
job.
living.
Good job,
Yep.
630. You just got Joey Vegas off the show. I've been trying
So
to
wait a
push her
minute.
out of here for years.
Vegas, I might be able to here, we could do this. Vegas, here, go ahead.
Yeah, is that better? No,
it only changes my voice.
Oh,
damn it!
What a loser!
This stupid mixer sucks. I'm throwing it out. All right, 630. Are you going to be with us live on Tuesday, November 5, when we're doing our live show during the election? Are you going to join us and call in?
I will mark it on my calendar for sure. I mean, I've been, Madness just made me aware of the podcast maybe like a month or two ago. So
perfect.
I'm enjoying it thus far. So yeah, I mean, I'm down. Put it on my calendar.
Right.
I apologize that your name for the Flamingo contest did not win, and for the next tournament, I will help you. I'll help you win. Okay.
All right. Sounds good, Ford.
Thank you for the call,
secrets.
630.
No secrets.
Thank you for the call.
Yeah.
All right. Take care.
See you.
You too.
Later.
All right. Thank you for the call, 630. You call us 855-499-4DA. And so this AI thing, it's a dangerous thing. If anybody knows where I could get, an AI thing where I can match up Rod Serling's voice, I'd really appreciate it. I'd like to do some things with his voice there, AI deepfakes. But it is a dangerous game, Madness. Now, this, again, I was reading his quote here. He said, what's so particularly poignant here is that this is a Baltimore school principal. This isn't Taylor Swift. It's not Joe Biden. It's not Elon Musk. It's just some guy trying to get through his day. It shows you the vulnerability, how anybody can create this stuff and they could weaponize it against anybody. And I, quite frankly, would love it if you created some AI stuff with my voice and I said some stupid shit. It would get me some good press. I would love it. Please create fakes of my voice. But, Madness, are we going down a slippery slope?
I think we are, and I'm not.
What do
I'm
you
not,
do? You can't ban AI.
This kind of becomes like a gray area of free speech in a sense, because what you're going to generate with is your thoughts or whatever it is you put in the AI system, whether it's an image, a voice, or an article, text, whatever it is. It's going to have your you're putting you're programming that, and that's going to be like free speech. You can't censor it. No one wants to get censored anymore, but at some point we have to. I mean, freedom's great, but too much freedom's chaos. And I think this is one where if we have too much freedom, it's going to be chaos. Everything starts out like this, right? Wasn't the internet all kinds of weird shit? Anything kind of went. There was no censorship, no accountability for nothing. So I think they've learned something, and they got to do something with this, because this can get dangerous. I write at times. I like to write, and I'm a decent writer, believe it or not. But
like in a journal?
No, like on just like articles on fitness and things like that, shit like that. And I've been complimented before about writing. I'm not the best, but it's been good. But now,
good for you.
Listen, I'm not trying to put myself over right now. I'm getting somewhere with this.
Yeah, does sound like you're trying to put yourself over.
My point is this. Listen to me. My point is this: is that now people are accusing me of using ChatGPT for writing anything that I put out there, whether it's a blog, a post, something like that. It's like, oh, this is probably ChatGPT this anyway. So you don't. It's like, what? Like, that's what's going to start to happen, and then that's just going to make people dumber, because we're going to be putting everything on a robot and a system, and that's what we're going to be slaves to.
Vegas.
Yeah, It could get scary.
Now,
the Terminator could be right.
Now, Madness does use AI. Joey's vision blurred with tears and agony. He could barely keep his eyes open, but Ford forced him to stay conscious, shaking him whenever he seemed to pass out. The pain was excruciating, every nerve in Joey's body on fire. After what felt like an eternity, Ford paused, his hands covered in Joey's blood. Joey's body was a canvas of wounds, his strength drained, his life slipping away. He could hardly breathe, let alone beg for mercy. Ford leaned in close, his breath hot against Joey's ear. "Now you'll remember my name, won't you, Joey?" he whispered. But Ford wasn't laughing. He stared at Joey with a look that could freeze fire. "Let's take this somewhere private. We need to have a little chat." Joey, oblivious to the malice in Ford's eyes, agreed. They left the bar and walked down an empty alley behind it. The night air was cool. The streetlights flickered ominously. Suddenly, Ford grabbed Joey by the collar and slammed him against the wall. Joey's eyes widened in shock as he struggled to comprehend the sudden aggression. "Ford, what the hell?" Joey gasped, trying to push him away. "You never get it right, do you?" Ford hissed. With one final swift motion, Ford drove the knife deep into Joey's chest, silencing his labored breaths forever. He stood there for a moment, watching as the life faded from Joey's eyes. Then he calmly wiped the knives clean and walked away, leaving Joey's mutilated body in the dark alley. Ford disappeared into the night, his heart as cold and unfeeling as the blade he carried. I'll just stop it there. But
see now, right there.
Now that's a treat that Madness sent us in our private group chat.
I did not write that. That was ChatGPT. I put it in context. I think so. What to give you guys a little bit of backstory? That was
don't
based.
Get backstory. Don't get backstory because I don't want you to bring it up again.
Oh, okay, no backstory.
Yeah.
But
no
anyways,
backstory.
Ford was very upset with something very buffoonish on Joey Vegas' part. Very Bush League, very rookie mistake. And then he wanted to kill him the whole show. So I put into ChatGPT, write story about Ford killing Joey Vegas. And they generate that in seconds. And I know this is not brand new technology, but holy shit. Like, why the hell are you going to pay someone to write when you can do that?
Yeah. So this, Madness, I just want to clarify for the record, this is using AI for good, correct? What you did there?
I mean, I guess so in a sense. It's good and bad in my opinion because I think it's going to remove our creativity and do it for us.
This story that you sent us, this is using AI for good, right?
Like doing it for good? What are you talking about? What are you asking me?
The good. This was good. This wasn't bad. This was good.
No, I'm saying
it's about murdering somebody.
No, what I'm getting at is it's good because it's entertaining, but it's bad. But it's also bad because I mean, it's good as an entertainment thing. It's something that's funny to laugh at like that. But like
Okay.
at the same time, it's also bad because I feel like this can just be generated without having to come up with the ideas and use your creativity and have something unique. It's just being generated by a computer system, which means any idiot that doesn't have like any sort of like creative anything, that shit grammar, they can just plug this in, put their name on it, and send it out as if it was their own. How are we going to know if someone actually wrote it versus a computer generating it? That's the problem I'm going to have. Is these fucking people with no dignity and no self-respect are going to come out with these articles they wrote. Look what I wrote. No, it's not. It's from AI, and someone's going to get fucking famous and be on the internet for writing shit they didn't fucking write.
He's right. Me murdering Joey Vegas in cold blood is a good thing. That's right. He's right.
You're listening to The Ford Show.
This is BBC News. The headlines. The United Kingdom has a new Prime Minister as Sir Keir Starmer leads Labour to an historic landslide victory in the general election.
I invite you all to join this government of service in the mission of national renewal. Our work is urgent, and we begin it today.
A grim night for Rishi Sunak, who led the Conservative Party to one of its worst ever results.
I have given this job my all, but you have sent a clear signal that the government of the United Kingdom must change, and yours is the only judgment that matters.
And Mexico prepares for the arrival of Hurricane Beryl, which has already caused chaos across the Caribbean.
This is The Ford Show. This is The Ford Show.
All right. Thank you for the headlines there. We are live. This is The Ford Show. If you're listening, if you're watching rather on YouTube, I guess you could be listening. I wish we weren't even on camera, to be honest with you. I wish we'd have to do this camera thing because I feel like radio is theater of the mind. But thank you for watching. If you're on YouTube, watching on Reddit, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. I'm trying to get us to 500 subs by the end of the year. Very ambitious madness is trying to get us to 1,000. I guess we're going to eat whipped cream. I don't know, but we're not going to get into that again. But please help us achieve our goals, and it does not cost you anything to hit the subscribe button. If you'd like to help support the show, patreon.com/Radio Ford. You can follow the show on X, radio_Ford. That is also the handle on Instagram, radio_Ford. Joey Vegas is on X as well. You can find him at Joey S. Vegas. And the S does not stand for suspect. And then Madness is also on X and Instagram at MFS Wellness. There you go. 855-499-FORD. I have one last thing to get to before we go. And also, I want to remind everybody, July 25, at the end of this month, July 25, we are going to have Gays Against Groomers, the two representatives from the California branch of the movement, the group. Gays Against Groomers are going to be on the show talking about what Gays Against Groomers is and the book that they have coming out as well. And then in August, we're going to have the author of that book, The Gender Trap, on this show live talking about the book, The Gender Trap, Gays Against Groomers. Madness, did you have anything that you wanted to add or ask me about this? I know you brought it up earlier in the broadcast.
Well, not really. I just wanted to, I'm excited for this. I think it's going to be a good conversation because I think it covers a couple things. It covers pedophile awareness and molestation and all that bullshit that goes on as data too. You think about that kind of thing. And then, the gay people, they do get kind of wrapped into that sort of thing. And then just kind of showing they're not all that. They're not part of that. And I'm excited to see what these guys have to say and talk to them. And I'm looking into their movement a little bit further and hope to have a good discussion.
If you want to look up before July 25, you could do so. The website is gaysagainstgroomers.com. That's gaysagainstgroomers.com. Everything is spelled the way that you think it would be. gaysagainstgroomers.com. I'm going to read you this headline, And then Vegas, I'm going to go to you. You're going to tell me the state in which it happened. But a man just 2 days ago handed a bank teller a note demanding cash. Police swooped down to a Chase Bank branch and arrested the unarmed suspect for robbery. The amount that he allegedly sought, 1 cent. Now he's there on the video feed. If you're watching, that's his mugshot.
That looks like madness.
Vegas. It looks like madness if he was strung out a little bit on drugs.
Exactly.
That looks absolutely nothing like me.
I could see the resemblance.
It's very much there.
That looks like Joey Vegas after his 9th can of whipped cream.
So, Joey Vegas, I'm going to
that
go
could
to
be
you.
True too.
I'm going to go to you for no madness. Vegas, this guy's got a better beard than you do.
Wow.
Vegas, go ahead and guess what state did this happen in? I have the audio ready. It's either going to be a this for right or this if you're wrong.
Well, there's 50 states to choose from.
That's correct.
So the chance of me getting it right is very slim.
Yes, sir.
However, most of these things usually happen in one of 2 states, so I can narrow it down and just hope for the best.
All right.
This guy looks like he's cracked out on something. I'm going to say this was done in Ohio.
Is it Ohio?
It's got to be Florida then.
Madness, I will now allow you to guess. This man right here walked into a Chase Bank and demanded 1 penny. What state was it?
It would be Florida.
Yeah.
That's right. The unorthodox robbery bid, cops say, occurred last week about 50 miles from Orlando. According to an arrest report, Michael Patrick Fleming, believe it or not, folks, listen to this right now. For those of you watching on video, this man that you're looking at and I are the same age. Now, his 41, he's got a couple more miles of bad road than my 41. That is for sure. But he walked into a bank, he filled out a withdrawal slip and handed it to the teller. The defendant was told he could not be given 1 cent. After being denied a penny, Fleming, who does not even have a Chase account, he banks at Bank of America, reportedly told the teller, "So you want me to say the other word?" The teller was in fear that possible violence was imminent and notified law enforcement. When police responded to the 911 call, Fleming was just sitting inside the bank. He was taken into custody and transported to the Sumter County Sheriff's Office, where he agreed to be interviewed by investigators. Fleming said he initially went to Citizens First Bank, which was closed, before driving to the nearby Chase branch. After confirming the bank employee's account of the episode, he said, quote, "Most of the time, the way tellers are trained, if someone comes in to rob you, you give them the money and let them go." Fleming claimed that he was expecting the teller to give him the penny, adding that he would then sit in a chair and wait for law enforcement. Fleming advised that his goal was to be arrested. That plan worked to perfection. With Fleming being collared on a felony robbery count, he is locked up in lieu of $5,000 bond, according to jail records. It is unclear why Fleming, who does not appear to have a criminal record, wanted to be busted. Until recently, Fleming rented a mobile home in Summerfield, a Central Florida community about 10 miles away from the Chase branch. He was evicted from the residence in May for failure to pay his $900 month-to-month rent. So did this guy want to get locked up to have a place to live?
I mean,
Probably, yeah.
that's probably it. It's kind of sad that, going to jail seems a little bit better than living in the old American dream system of paying your taxes and working your old 9 to 5, which is now 8 to 5, which is bare minimum.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I saw that story, and I just I had to. I thought that was I thought that was show worthy.
I thought so.
Are we sure his last name's not Menace?
Wow.
Well, there's
this breaking news here as well. Joe Biden blames bad cold for future debate performance in his interview with George Stephanopoulos.
Bad cold. They used bad cold. They used
He
to
was
call
sick.
that.
He
They used
was
to call
sick.
that. They used to call that COVID-19.
He was sick. That's why he couldn't remember anything.
Yeah.
And stuttered and stammered and
He's
wasn't
the first.
coherent.
He's the first one to get the bird flu for the new election.
So there you have it. In case you were wondering, he was sick.
Well, the good news for you, Madness, is now you can blame you being sick for having bad performances on this.
No, I'm
show
fine.
here.
I'm not going to get infected deeply with the bird flu because I never got the COVID vaccine because that's what leads to more exposure to bird flu. That's where this is where the genocide comes in.
Then what's your reason for being so terrible on this show then?
Wow, Vegas.
Well,
what is
you know,
what is
Listen,
stiff
see
here?
what I think is
Listen,
what I think's
he
happening
was
is,
stiff earlier.
We don't need the infighting,
He
guys. We
was
don't
doing
need
this-
the infighting.
listen, he was doing the stiff earlier.
He's getting a little. I'm sensing a little jealousy and a little discomfort in having to suck down all that whipped cream later.
What we need to do is we need to go fight with other shows, not fight with ourselves.
And maybe all those
Jesus
people that said that I was talking too much, they just heard what 0630 said, and that we sound the same. So maybe
Yeah,
they
maybe
just
you guys
thought I
are-
was talking the whole time when you
maybe
know.
both of you guys are just AI.
Maybe we
and
do
I'm the
because-
only real one here.
Yeah,
How about
I
that?
mean, yeah, maybe we're just created from your brain. Maybe we're just two figments of your imagination.
You're damn right. I said I was going to leave you with the Florida story, but I guess I'm not. A lengthy manifesto written by that transgender Audrey Hale, who went up and shot that school up, that private Christian school, and killed those kids. Families of the 3 children and 3 staffers who were gunned down last year by Hale, they're able to block media outlets from reading the manifesto. The original writings, the journals, the art, the photos and videos created by Hale are subject to an exception to the Tennessee Public Records Act created by Federal Copyright Act. Mitz wrote in court documents the ruling comes after Hale's parents transferred ownership of her writings, which included 20 journals, a memoir, and a suicide note to the families of the people she murdered in a bid to keep them out of the public eye. The victims' loved ones then argued in court that they should be allowed to determine who has access to Hale's musings, which news outlets and other groups believe will offer clues into her disturbing motives. So I guess if anybody's going to have the rights to this, Joey Vegas, this manifesto, this artwork, all of this bullshit from this killer, should be the victims' families, I believe. I believe this is the right call.
I mean, I don't think it should be released regardless to the public. Gives her more, not credibility is the wrong word, but more exposure.
Now, she was born with a vagina, right? But wanted to pretend like she had a penis?
Well,
Is that right?
I don't know. I don't remember exactly.
I
if
think
she
that's
was
the way it
one
went.
way or one way or the other. But she obviously is mentally ill.
Well, of course.
And yeah, I don't think these should be released. But obviously the media wants them because they want to spin them.
Armed with 2 rifles and a handgun, Hale killed 9-year-olds Evelyn Dykes, Hallie Scruggs, and William Kinney in March of 2023. She also gunned down school staffers Cynthia Peak, Catherine Kuntz, and Mike Hill before she was fatally shot by police. Now, this is from the New York Post, and they are referring to her as a she. So I'm assuming that she was born with a vagina and she wanted to become a man, is how I'm taking that, because they really don't like to play the pronoun game at the New York Post. Madness. If you were the victims' family members that survived, the surviving victims' family members, I think you kind of put this stuff on ice, right? You don't release this stuff. This stuff's kind of deranged.
Yeah, no, not even close.
It makes her a martyr almost in a way, I think. I feel like if you release it to the public. I think it almost, and you never know, you might be encouraging some other sicko who suffers from the same mental illness.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Well, yeah, I wouldn't.
Copycat type shit.
Yeah, I wouldn't release anything. I don't know why we have, like, who cares about what? Obviously, she was a psycho. She had mental illnesses for years, and she killed kids. The kids did nothing. I mean, obviously,
Nothing.
the teachers did nothing too, but at least adults, they've done something in their life, right? But kids, they're so innocent, they haven't done anything, and yet they get gunned down by some psychopath.
Hey, you never know, man. You never know. We did see a dog try to burn a house down, so you don't just assume these kids' innocence, man.
So wait, are you saying, Joey Vegas, that it's almost okay for the adults to die because they may have done something bad in their past?
They've been
no, I didn't say that.
Age,
okay,
you must have done something terrible in your life where you deserve to die. So
you're
I
60.
have,
you're 61, so chances are.
But I can't call him.
Fuck someone over.
But I can't call them innocent because
Why?
they're
Yes,
not
they
innocent.
are.
No, they might be innocent. They didn't deserve to get shot. They're innocent
Thank
for
you.
being shot.
Thank
but
you.
They're not innocent. They've done wrong. They've stolen stuff. They've lied. They've been, unfaithful in their marriages or relationships.
Holy shit!
But kids
He's
have
not
done
wrong.
none of that.
I love you,
Adults-
Joey Vegas.
Adults
I love
are
you.
adults are pieces of shit.
I love you, Joey Vegas for president, folks. 2024. You know, I know you didn't wrong this person at all, and they shot and killed you. But you know what? Chances are you stole a Snickers bars.
I said that I said they were not innocent
Yeah.
people in this particular
In this
case.
life, maybe, but in this case, they
Exactly.
were innocent.
Exactly.
In
So-
this case, they were innocent.
But
you're
also
saying their past transgressions may have
Listen,
caught up with
listen,
them.
we don't know these people.
Yeah.
I don't know them. They
True.
could have been pedophiles. We don't know that.
Now they're pedophiles.
Would you
No, I
feel
said
like
they could have been. I
Would
didn't
you
say
feel
they
like?
were.
Would you feel like if one of them was a pedophile, then it was a justifiable killing?
Well,
Yes.
if
It's
the
always
one
is.
was a pedophile, that one specifically
There's-
was a justifiable killing. Yes.
I think that I strongly think that if you're 100% guilty of
Yeah.
pedophilia, you deserve to die or be tortured for a very long time.
What
I
would
have
get you-
none.
What
no
would get you?
tolerance.
What would get you? I think you would have to have DNA evidence that proves that you were a child molester to in order to put you down, right? Like
I mean,
you have to. It has to be concrete.
Well, I think if you find pictures on somebody's computer, you should just beat the shit out of them. You might not kill them because it might not be theirs, but they have them on their it's on their phone or their computer. They deserve to get their shit beat out of them.
So Cynthia Peake, who was 61, and Catherine Kuntz, who was 60, and Mike Hill, who was also 61. Chances are they wronged someone in the past.
I'm just saying.
So, hey, wrong place, wrong time.
They cut in front of Joey Vegas at the post office once, so they deserved this terrible, unexpected killing.
Joey Vegas is like, you know what? You cut your own deals in life. Shouldn't have been a
I'm
Catholic.
just saying, we don't know
if
the
you were a
backstories.
Lutheran, you'd still be alive.
He's like, they put the toilet paper in the overhand fashion. Kill him. It's over with.
It's always over, never under. If you're
No, it's
doing it
always under because of under. I never understood overhand.
No,
That's
you
so
deserve
stupid.
to
You
go to
like
hell.
this.
Oh my
Madness,
like
you
this.
deserve to go to hell.
You're not a cat. You're not a cat, Joey Vegas.
It's always over.
It's a
It's
cat.
always over, never under.
Wow.
Over under toilet
Madness,
paper.
go take another edible. Jesus
wrap
Christ,
you up in
God,
that
you
toilet.
are so wrong on this.
You're gonna need a lot of toilet paper when you've
Yeah.
had 10 cans of whipped
That's
cream on
it.
the fucking
Next
show
week,
and just
that's
throwing
it.
up and shit in your pants.
Is this worthy of a debate?
Yeah, that's it. Next week we're having a debate over under toilet paper.
All right.
You
We'll open the phone
you
lines.
should see his gambling
don't-
lines.
just don't leak
He's
Madness
way
to
off.
questions.
He's down so much money.
Yeah.
All right, so next
Keep
week,
going, Madness.
next week we will debate.
All right, Joey Biden.
What?
Wow.
Wow. Wait, he gets that one. That was pretty good. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
Just call him Madness Pence.
That didn't work very well.
Well, I mean, I'm just trying to use, I'm just trying to be
I mean,
creative.
all you need to bring up is Madness, and people
Yeah.
know who you're talking about, and they
Yeah.
just, that douchebag.
Oh.
It's
See,
just, yeah.
It doesn't matter
because he goes under the toilet paper.
They know who I am. You go Joey Vegas. You're like, who is that? The guy from
No,
Friends?
Joey Vegas. Trust me, people know who Joey Vegas
So I
is.
guess next week we'll debate over
Yeah.
under on the
a lot
toilet
of
paper.
a lot of angry people who are down a lot of money for listening to your picks.
Twitter at
Hey, my picks
radio.
are undefeated.
Twitter at radio.
Pick your ass.
On X rather at radio_Ford Madness. If you want to set the poll up on your Instagram next week, right before we go live, like the day of,
Yeah.
so that we could get some votes on
Remind me.
the over under.
It'll be
don't
on my
put
Instagram.
Mad- don't
Twitter-
no no don't
Twitter-
no no
Wellness.
don't put no
Well,
don't
yeah,
put
but
Madness
he's not
in
going to tell.
charge.
He's not going to tell anybody.
Are
who,
you kidding? He told people about the flamingo job. Hey,
Flamingo
vote for
John.
this. Vote for this. Man, he's so
So you're
corrupt over
saying
there.
that there was inside collusion going
was
on?
no
a
collusion.
Flamingo
Oh,
tournament?
100%.
Not even close. You have full access to the Instagram that I have, and you voted yourself trying to rig the thing.
So
No, I only voted when my picks were down by 30 already.
So Madness, I would like you to do some straw polling so you could get some numbers, and I will get some numbers as well, and we will figure out next
Over.
week the great debate, the toilet paper debate. Does it go over or under?
There's two options. Over or the wrong option, under.
This show has really gone to shit.
Good night, jabroni marks without a life that don't know if it's a work when you work a work and work yourself into a shoot. Marks.
See ya!